Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, just like Aaron Rodgers out of the Hobbit hole, we are back for another episode of Next Play Sports. You got your boy Sid, you got your boy Nolan, you got your boy Timo. Sit back, relax, grab a drink and a snack, because here we go.
4 days in a dark room with one light.
And a yoga mat.
300 square feet.
And a yoga mat. I don't know how I feel about it.
Only essentials.
Like, personally, I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like day one would kind of be like, this is, whatever.
The whole Aaron Rodgers drama does not just seem a whole lot like everything that happened last year.
No.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm. Not as deep, because he was going through that whole vaccine shit last year too.
Mm-hmm.
That was
weeks after that, he did ayahuasca, which is an illegal substance, and he wasn't reprimanded by the league, nor was he reprimanded by the league for his vaccination status or his vaccination views. So a lot of people took a turn on Aaron Rodgers. And then he had all the trade speculation going on before signing a 2-year, $103 million deal?
Or something like that. He's making 50.
A huge contract, right? And then now he's just kind of... He had the year, was hurt through the first 8 games, played, not Aaron Rodgers-like, got healthy, played Aaron Rodgers-like, and then now it's speculated that he either wants to leave or they're open to trade him. So I think it is nowhere near as bad as the stuff last offseason.
Yeah, no. But I still think it's you gotta look at this situation and be like, does this, because if you're a team that wants to try and trade and acquire Aaron Rodgers, you're like, does this dude even want to play football anymore?
It's going to be similar to how teams viewed Brady. I mean, like a guy who's almost 40, or Brady was over 40, but a guy who's on he's on the back 9. You know what I mean? Probably about the back 4. And I mean, that's not me talking crap about Aaron Rodgers. He's just getting older in his heart. Obviously, he's at the point in his career where, he's made enough money where he doesn't need football. He already doesn't like the media. He just wants to win a ring, I believe. At least that's what it seems like. So I think he's at the point now where it's, if he plays football, if he doesn't, he doesn't. You know what I mean? And I think that would turn me off of Aaron Rodgers if I was a team more than having to trade for Aaron Rodgers or his off-the-field stuff.
I mean, you don't feel like you're getting a franchise quarterback. You feel like you're getting a big cap hit and a lot of uncommitment.
Yeah, kind of, sort of, but yeah. Timmy?
What you got?
I mean, as far as the Aaron Rodgers stuff goes, I don't know. I feel like, I want to say that I feel like he would retire before he goes elsewhere. I mean, I don't think he's going to be on the Packers next season. I definitely don't feel that way.
Definitely not.
I mean, I ain't going to get into the whole,
Jordan Love.
Aaron Rodgers kind of likes the attention, if we couldn't tell. So, I mean, he's getting what he wants.
Like, hey guys, I'm going on a spiritual retreat. Look, everybody look.
Yeah, that's kind of my feelings on Aaron Rodgers. Like, us talking about him right now is kind of even giving him what he wants. Not that Aaron Rodgers is going to listen to us, but...
He might, you never know.
I kind of see what you mean. But at the same time, like...
Aaron, if you're listening, go to the Jets. I already predicted it.
At the same time, part of me doesn't think he's doing it just for attention.
No. It's not just for that. But that's what comes out of it. And he likes the attention. I ain't saying that's his motive.
Probably. If I could guess.
Yeah.
But now, if he wanted to do this 4 years ago, I'd say it was very warranted. Very, very warranted. Packers have gave that man nothing. I feel like he should have requested a trade out of there years ago. But Like imagine if the Blazers, like even within the next 10 years, never once try to make an effort to put a team around Dame, a serious team, not a team that Dame has to backpack, but like a serious team where you can look at that team and be like,
that team can go win a ring.
That team is going to be dangerous for a long time.
Oh yeah, I mean that's what we've all wanted for Dame, and the help they've got him is
they got Jeremy Grant
trading away C.J. McCollum and your help's Yusuf Nurkic.
Yep. Well, technically
Anthony Simons, but
yeah, trading away C.J. McCollum was the equivalent of them drafting Jordan Love in the first round instead of Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, it's crazy. You could have Devontae Adams and Justin Jefferson on the same team.
Mm-hmm. Or just any receiver not named Devontae Adams. Like, genuinely any receiver not named Devontae Adams. That's
any okay receiver would have been fine.
A tight end, a pass catching tight end. Just anything. And that's at any part of his career too, not just recently, but so there's not much on the basketball front. We're out of that.
Just got back from the break.
Yeah, we're out of the All-Star break, so we're about to start ramping up for the playoffs here soon. A lot of these new faces on new rosters are starting to have some of their first games with their new teams. Mm-hmm. Kevin Love, I mean, he had an outing last night. Don't know if y'all knew. 0 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 0 for 4 from the field. I mean,
what more can you ask for?
Cash consideration is still the best acquisition ever.
Come on. Give me the trophy now. Don't think about it. Don't wait. Give it to us now. Nah, but man, Jimmy's going to have to turn into Super Jimmy again for us to make any noise in the playoffs, if we can even make the playoffs at this point.
I just need correct dominoes to keep falling. And speaking of a domino I needed to fall, I needed to see Russell Westbrook lose the other night. I needed it.
You mean last night?
Yeah. That game was insane. To average, so like the winning team scored, like the Kings scored what, near 180?
176 to 176.
176. That's scoring
technically 6 quarters of basketball.
Yeah, 44.5 points a quarter. If my math's right.
Is that how many?
44.5.
Your math is wrong, but 6 quarters? 176 divided by 6?
Huh? Oh, they played double OT.
29 points a quarter.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. They played double OT.
But OT periods are short.
OT periods, if you add them together, are 1 quarter. They're 5 minutes, right? So it's almost 1 quarter.
Maybe. Yeah, should be. So they finished regulation at 153 tied, 153 up, which is insane. Mm-hmm. Finishing regulation at 153 tied is kind of crazy in its own right. But that's the second highest scoring game ever.
Yeah, so Fox and Monk combined for like 86.
86 points.
Malik Monk went crazy.
Yeah,
Malik Monk went into the same bag.
Actually, 87 points. They also combined 8 for 16 from 3, and 32 for 51 from the field.
It was good to see Kawhi play.
Oh, Kawhi went nuclear.
Yeah, 44-4-4-3-2.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. I believe De'Aaron Fox had 5 steals.
Russ had 5 turnovers.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Russ had 7 TOs.
7?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Russ didn't have a bad game, though.
Brother, we just said he had 7 TOs and Fox and Monk had 40 apiece.
Bro.
17 and 14. Yeah.
Who was he guarding?
I'm saying 17 and 14.
Malik Monk, probably.
It's not that bad.
Nah, he was on Fox.
Well, Fox had 42.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
I mean, he only played 6 quarters of basketball. I get what you're saying, though. Russ obviously
he wasn't there that much, man. 39 minutes is nothing.
39 minutes. But, yep, second highest scoring game of all time. I guess between the Kings and Clippers, but then again, I guess the highest scoring game of all time involved the Pistons. So, I don't know.
Defense.
Right. Defense isn't a thing in the modern NBA. You saw the All-Star
Modern
game.
basketball is
Game was
cooked.
walk down.
Modern basketball
Walk
is
down, pull it.
cooked. Federal
Somebody get this
basketball
man.
investigators. But outside of that, when it comes to basketball, I mean, as we start to ramp up towards the playoffs, it'll get a little bit more exciting, and we'll have a little bit more to talk about, a little bit more to speculate on. MVP race is going to be heating up. Rookie of the Year is going to be heating up. So stay tuned for that. We'll have stuff coming out on that. We'll start drumming up ideas here soon and spice these things up for y'all. So, need to move on to baseball. We can call it the Manfred Bunch. Major League Blows. It's MLB, by the way. Rob Shitford, I want to punch you in your fucking face.
Jesus.
That's one thing I'd like to do. Or say, sorry. Probably shouldn't make threats. But
how does one man who's supposed to be in charge of expanding and growing and running the game fuck it up this bad?
Like, I get you want to cater to the casual fan whose attention spans are the size of a fucking acorn.
Yeah. This ain't
And
baseball.
speed up the game and make it appealing so you get more watchers. But the people that watch and enjoy baseball watch and enjoy it for the chess game that it is and for the baseball game that it is. Not this fucking convoluted TikTok baseball that we get to shit. Oh, okay. You come to this Major League Baseball game. Don't worry. You're only here for 26 less minutes.
They with the pitch clock implemented yesterday being the first game they got tracked, ended in 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours was the time of the MLB game.
So what, instead of 3 hours?
Instead of 3.5, 4 hours. But I mean, still, like we're saying, bro, like baseball is such a game of chess, and like a pitch clock. If I was on the mound, like that's so much added
Pressure,
anxiety. Like I got to get my sign, check the runner, and deliver a pitch in 15 seconds of me touching the ball in my glove.
And so now think about it like this. So just as an example, like how right there with time running out at the end of the Dolphins-Bills game, Mike McDaniel thinks it's first down, sends in the first play, right? Time clock's burning, realizes it's first down or fourth down, and then has to send in another play. And then obviously we get a delay of game, and we don't even get a chance to run a real play that we had time to set up for. So it's like, I don't know, man. I feel like that's not a part of baseball. I do not feel like a pitcher should only be able to have 2 disengagements per plate appearance.
that's insane.
Yeah,
That's worse than the clock.
Because now say
Bobby Witt.
I don't know. Just say he just disengaged, just one pick off, one step off, whatever. Because now guys are going to be able to use the step off to combat the pitch timer.
Yeah,
That's my guess of how they're going to use these disengagements. Is like the step offs to extend that quote unquote pitch timer, right? So then say you see his pitcher step off twice and you're on second base. You're going to get a 40-foot lead but you're not going to commit to third because then he can pick off because you're quote unquote stealing the bag. But you're going to get a 30 or 40-foot lead and it's going to be an easy bag. What is there? Because from what I read in the rule, there's nothing to combat that. As long as the runner is not stealing the base. So if you get a 40-foot lead and plant,
There's nothing you
because if the pitcher steps off,
oh yeah,
you get the bag anyway.
yeah.
ignorant.
Are we going to be playing Ring Around the fucking Rosie at a Major League Park?
And the catcher thing, and like it being on the batter too is also weird. I think they got to keep a foot in the box or something. Which I mean, that's been a rule, but like,
I don't think they can leave the box anymore.
Yeah, it's so,
and they can't take too long to get in it.
Yeah, it's so like I just hate rushing baseball players in that sense. Like I hate the
rush art.
Exactly, and like 2.5 hours, like in the 7th inning stretch, are we going to get a live performance on the field?
Yeah,
like to eat some of this time away as a fan. I'm watching NASCAR at this point. I mean, it's like baseball's getting fast breaks, but it's so dumb and like I don't know.
Go ahead, bro.
No, like I don't know. I'm just getting into repeating myself now, like with the same points. Like it's no longer like if I see a playoff game, especially. Like,
hold on, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Let's, save that. So here's some pitch timer stuff based upon over 8,000 games of minor leagues dating back almost 4 years. No, dating back to last season, almost 8,000 minor league games, blah, blah, blah. 30-second timer between batters. Between pitches, there will be a 15-second timer with the bases empty, 20 seconds with runners on. At last check, the pitch timer had reduced the average time of game time in the minor leagues by about 26 minutes. This rule, which includes limits on throws to first base, has increased stolen base attempts. With this rule in place in the minors, steal attempts per game have increased from 2.2 to 2.8, so about half a steal more per game. And the percentage of success has jumped 9%. 68% success rate to 77% success rate. So not only are there going to be... So each team plays 162 games. So each team is going to attempt 80 more bags, and they're going to convert on basically 10% of those. 10% more of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be like how it used to be when
the pitcher must begin his motion to deliver the pitch before the timer expires. Pitchers who violate, charged with an automatic ball. Batters who violate, charged with an automatic strike. Batters must be in the box and alert to the pitcher by the 8-second mark, or else they will be charged with an automatic strike. So you're telling me I have 8 seconds to get in the box and tell the pitcher I'm ready?
Yeah.
Are we playing Red Rover?
I'm speechless. This is...
On the bright side, you get...
Red Rover. Rob Shitford, please come over. Jesus Christ. I have 8 seconds.
8 seconds to be like...
To step in the box. Yeah, bring it on. I'm ready.
99 from an angle. Bring it in.
With runners on base, the timer resets if the pitcher attempts a pickoff or steps off the rover. If I'm a pitcher, I'm abusing the shit out of disengagement.
I'm stepping off and I ain't getting back on.
The shit. Now, can you disengage with runners off base?
I assume it's not an issue if there's no runners on.
No,
So
it's per plate. It's 2 disengagements per plate appearance. Yeah, pitchers are limited to 2 disengagements, pickoff attempts, or step-offs per plate appearance. If there's no runners on, I'm stepping off twice per plate appearance. 100%.
We getting these 26 minutes back.
100%. If there's no runners on, I'm stepping off twice every plate appearance. Every single plate appearance. And I'm not even thinking about it.
Yeah. I like I said, just as a former pitcher and everything, it's really upsetting that the game's taking this drastic of a turn as a guy. And like for what I love baseball, I love like what we talking about, like the mental side of baseball and the chess game that it is, and like being able to sit there and I'll tell you what the next pitch is and like what should happen. But I don't know. It's definitely on a downhill spiral right now.
If a third pickoff attempt is made, the runner automatically advances 1 base if the pickoff attempt is not successful. So if there is somebody with a 40-foot lead and you go to pick them off, and they get them in the pickle, you can tag them out and it doesn't count against you. So I guess they found that way to fucking not make it a fucking circus.
A cheat code.
Moving on.
5 mound visits per game.
Over under on Bobby Witt's stolen bases. That's 71.
5 mound visits per game. You get allotted 1 in the 9th if you've used all 5 prior to the 9th inning. 1.
Is that counting everybody coming to the mound, or just pitching coach or catcher visits mound?
Mound visits. I'm not sure.
It doesn't explicitly
I'm not
say.
entirely sure. But back to what you were talking about these games. So in the Braves, Red Sox spring training game today, there was bases loaded, and it was a 3-2 count in the bottom of the 9th inning. Tie game. Batter takes too long to step into the box.
Call a violation.
He gets a timer violation, automatic strike, game ends in a tie. What in the blue fuck?
Yeah.
Imagine that's how you lose a World Series game.
I mean, this is a spring training game, so obviously it ends in a tie. Like, it wouldn't end in a tie in a regular season, but that's.
Oh, don't worry. If that ends in a tie on the bottom of the ninth, guess what? There's going to be some dickhead standing on second base ready to start the inning.
Ghost runner.
Like we're playing fucking wiffle ball in the backyard.
Yeah, this has all started with the implementation of the ghost runner and just kind of.
Yeah. We should have saw this coming whenever they did that.
Make baseball great again.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ. Can we have nothing nice? Nothing at all? Do we even want to talk about the defensive shift?
Static.
Oh yeah, the shift's ridiculous. The fact that talking about the shift, if you didn't know, so like when a left-handed hitter, you could do it on a right-handed hitter. Mostly see it on lefties. Comes up to the plate, you'll see the second baseman dropping a short right field. Shortstop slides over. Third baseman basically plays middle. Called.
Well, that's for the extreme pull hitters.
Well, yeah. Either way, this is now illegal. We're basically bringing back the 90s NBA illegal defense. So because you don't have the skill to hit the ball on the backside, we're just going to make it easy for you. Don't worry about it, bud. We want to see more hits.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And like shout
out Matt Olson.
I didn't pitch past middle school ball.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not even claiming the PO life.
But I'm claiming it.
That's pretty fucking ridiculous. Like,
if I was a pitcher today,
like I love pitcher battles. I love games where it's fucking 9-7 and somebody hits a walk-off 3-run ka-chow to make it 10-9 at the bottom of the 12th inning when there's no goddamn ghost runner on second base.
Yeah, the ghost runner stuff always reminds me of like playing travel ball growing up. And they're all right, time limit's up. Somebody's got to go to second.
Oh my goodness.
Rob
man.
Manfred saw.
We're eventually going to get it to be like, I don't know, they'll probably start ending it in like a home run derby or something.
So
2018 Game 5 started.
Sudden death. First person to hit a bomb wins.
Yeah.
So the 4 infielders must be within the outer boundary in the infield when the pitcher is on the rubber. Infielders may not switch sides. In other words, a team cannot reposition its best defender on the side of the infield. The batter is more likely to hit the ball. If the infielders are not aligned properly at the time of the pitch, the offense can choose an automatic ball or the result of the play. So it's basically like the Aaron Rodgers, that is encroachment or
how he's good about catching. He might catch like
free
12 people on the field, offside, stuff like that.
Throws a 60-yard bomb to climb the penalty. You just got a free play, right? This rule does not preclude a team from positioning an outfielder in the infield or in the shallow outfield grass in certain situations, but it does prohibit 4 outfielder alignments. And bigger bases, I mean, what the fuck? Cool, we got bigger bases. That's for player safety. I can live with that. I mean, that's not going to hinder me too much, you know? But, yeah. Yeah.
Moving on.
Well, technically, we're still in the MLB.
Yeah. I forgot you got something.
So, what have y'all seen the MLB Top 100?
I've seen most of the list. Yeah.
I don't pay attention to these lists anymore.
I can go on MLB stuff. Let me go on their page real quick.
All right.
What are we getting into?
Here's one thing. So there's 2 teams with 6 top 100 players. That is the Yankees and the Padres. There are 3 teams with 7 top 100 players, and that's the Braves, Phillies, and Blue Jays. Yep. And then there are 2 teams with 8 top 100 players, and that is the Astros and Mets. Yeah. So 16, 21, 12, 37, 49. So half of the top 100 players play for
one of
7
7
teams.
Organizations, yeah.
Half of the league plays, half of the top 100 plays in 1/3 of the league. That is kind of crazy to me. But how do we feel about the top 10?
So looking at the top 10.
I feel like Mookie Betts at 4 is a little wild.
You think it's too high?
Are we going basically just off last year? I assume
that's what I also don't know if they're doing.
That's what I assume. It's like the NFL Top 100, where they going strictly off the previous year.
If it's strictly off of last year,
I would have Machado over Betts. I would maybe have.
If it's strictly, I don't know if it's strictly off of last year.
Machado should not be ahead of Arenado. I'm sorry.
I would have Goldschmidt over Betts. You know, the National League MVP.
Yeah, at 7 is kind of wild.
I mean,
is it just their top 100 players like right now as it stands? Because all it's called is MLB's top 100 players.
Would you have Bryce Harper as the 17th best player in the major leagues, whether it be last year or overall?
I mean, I understand he got hurt last year. I also don't think J-Rod's already 16. I don't know where I think he should go, but it's not that high.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a better player than Rafael Devers.
Or Bryce Harper.
Oh, yeah, or Harper, or Vladdy. I mean, or Austin Riley.
Verlander?
Do we feel like Tatis deserves 26? No. So it must be overall.
It's got to be overall.
It's got to be overall. So Bryce Harper is the 17th best player in the major leagues?
Nah, Harper's definitely top 10.
Yeah.
I would drop Freddie back. I don't think Freddie's top 10.
I mean, he's still great.
But... I mean, yeah, he's great. I'd probably drop Freddie back and I'd put... Harper has to be in the top 10. It looks weird. You don't have Bryce Harper as a top 10 player in baseball.
Yeah, Fernando Tatis.
Juan Soto at 12.
Yo, I didn't realize he's in front of Corbin Burns and Jacob deGrom.
Who's that?
Tatis.
Yeah, I mean...
Like what are we doing here? Also, Alex Bregman over Acuna.
I mean, let's talk about one thing though. Shohei Ohtani is the best player in baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's be cherry picking to give him the MVP every year, but I mean,
if you go based off the definition, yes, he is always going to be the most valuable.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
and voters are going to get voters fatigue. So
yeah. But yeah, that's a little curveball.
That bag he's going to demand is going to start with a 5.
Oh, for sure. For sure. And I don't think he gets it from the Angels.
No. He ain't going to be an Angel. He'll be somewhere else.
The Angels ruined 2.
Cubs have already begun recruiting.
I don't think he's going to be a Cub either, though.
Well, he's got Seiya Suzuki in Chicago.
What, recruiting him?
Mm-hmm.
Did they play together in Japan?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Or you also could see him maybe, this team likes to spend money. Just go play with Kodai Senga and the Mets.
It's true they do.
We can come to Arlington. We like to play Japanese pitchers.
Listen, what's our uncle's name out in New York? Uncle Steve.
Yeah.
Uncle Steve doesn't see your cap.
I know. That's why he's got 8 top 100 players.
Oh, yeah.
He sees the luxury tax and he laughs.
The way that he spends money for baseball players is how every baseball fan wishes their GM would spend money.
And he's dumping all that money into baseball just for Rob Shitford to ruin the game.
And for be owned by Blooper.
He's literally... God, man, I can't. I want to break his fucking neck.
All right.
Jesus.
Dude.
Next time I get here to record, we're gonna have the SWAT outside.
Yeah.
Look,
you said what about Rob?
I hope those plates are level 4. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. But man, I don't know, bro. Like, game I grew up playing, I love it, man. I don't even want to watch the shit on TV no more because of this. Like, am I even gonna watch the World Series this year?
Come on, bro. You'll watch the World Series.
If the Rangers are in it?
I'll probably watch the World Series. But make it enjoyable, please. I mean, what person is spending, like we can be honest here. Baseball is not the most exciting sport to watch. You have to either have played baseball,
I think
understand baseball, or enjoy watching baseball to really pay money to go to a Major League Baseball park, stadium, whatever, and watch a full baseball game.
Yeah.
Even at the college or minor level.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, those people, like, the people that go to a baseball game are not going to care if they have to sit there for 26 extra minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. I forgot what I was about to say.
Like, do we think viewership goes down? I think viewership's going to go down.
Oh, yeah. It should. We should boycott it until they change it.
I hope viewership gets cut in fucking half.
But then Rob Raymond's gonna be like, "Oh, they must think it's still too long." Like,
no, let's only play 7 in an MLB games, guys. I would have rather of Rob Manfred just cut the 8th and 9th in and slam out of a fucking baseball game. Fuck it, MLB's only playing 7 inning games now.
Nah, that's crazy.
Would you rather watch a 7 inning MLB game with normal fucking rules or this bullshit?
Well, I mean, yeah, I understand. I don't know. It's just you restructure a lot about the MLB if you make it 7 innings.
Has he not restructured a lot?
Yeah, but I'm saying like people are going to start losing jobs. Now I don't need to carry this many relief pitchers.
contracts have innings stipulations.
Yeah, now contracts. Now I don't owe you as much money.
A lot of that stuff could also be tweaked, though. You know what I'm saying?
This can be tweaked to not be stupid.
Well, yes, of course.
They could have just left it alone or something like that. But
I mean, yeah, of course. They easily could have just left it alone. But who's going to do that?
They saw was not complaining about the Ghost Runner as much as they expected. And they were like, oh, we can keep going.
And like, I'm really trying to find what I think is the worst rule, and man, it's really hard to pick. It's really hard to pick right now.
I mean, taxes, new baseball rules,
yeah, having to pay Uncle Sam.
I'd rather pay.
Come on now,
40% tax.
Shut up, Sid.
Than have this shit going on in Major League Baseball right now.
That brother said 40. Moving on,
I suppose.
What we got?
Man, I don't know.
Is it really already time for our...
It might be a short one this week.
Yeah.
Lineman time.
I mean, I'm tired.
Big boy.
I'm tired.
Brother, I've gone through it.
I'm tired.
I just got my body thrown around.
Hey, yo!
In that gymnasium.
What? That is an insane statement, my brother.
How big is that bag?
All I got to say is your boy has been to 3 straight chips.
I'm happy to be here.
Here's
my predicament.
Whether it be coaching or playing.
We got time. I can talk.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, tomorrow, shout out my dad, man. Oh, my bad. Shout out my dad, getting married and stuff. And his fiance's bridal shower is supposed to be tomorrow. And, yeah.
Tough.
It's at 2:00.
Miracle Whip shoots up
Yeah, yeah.
Three.
That's what I'm saying. He's gonna have to understand. Like you'll still like I'll be at the wedding. It's not like I'm missing the wedding.
Does he know you're missing the bridal shower?
I kind of told him yesterday. I didn't say like I'm missing, but what I told him yesterday is like,
wasn't very.
I was like, yeah, our championship, man. If we win, this championship's on Sunday at 3:00. He just kind of said, okay. I was just saying okay and stuff. Yeah, man. Oh, also,
if I know, hold on. If I know anything about J Mob from the few interactions I've had with the man, you know, in relativity, and from being on the other side of the dugout, or other side of the white lines from him, that man's he's a winner at heart. He's a competitor. Yeah. I think J Mob understands it.
He understands. Yeah, if the Chinkapin Rec Facilities wants to start having a Hall of Fame, he should be first ballot. No, I didn't win it. I didn't.
Dude, okay, hold on. Let me just try to put this into perspective. If I could guess his coaching record
as just regular season,
just regular season over. Let's see. I mean,
he coached me from my minors, first year major.
Was it not in Coach Pitch too?
No, just 3 years.
So 3 seasons?
Both years of minors and
I would say his combined record is somewhere in the ballpark of like 41-4.
No, we didn't lose 4 games.
Yeah, then 43-2.
We didn't lose.
43-2.
No, we didn't lose.
Y'all never lost in the regular season?
I never lost a regular season rec ball game.
Oh, never mind. 45-0. 48-0, somewhere in that ballpark. Now they did lose. You lost what? Two rings.
We lost as far as in the All Stars.
No. I'm not counting. I'm talking about like the rec tournaments.
No,
I know you lost. You lost 1 year.
Not in regular season. Not like regular season before
the
All
tournament,
Stars.
like the tournament.
Yeah, the tournament. Yeah, I never lost.
Yeah, you did, bro.
Not under Jeremy.
Y'all lost to.
We lost with Mark Marshburn. Not under Jeremy.
Y'all lost to Trey Price and them. Did you not?
No, we won.
50-0. Now, granted,
well, we still won regular season.
Granted, their
Mark
draft was not very drafty, if you understand what I'm saying.
Oh, we had the Golden State Warriors, like KD Golden State.
They were
Warriors.
called the Warriors.
We were called the Warriors. This was before the Warriors were the Warriors.
They had kids from out of county.
Nah, not out of county.
That's cheating.
Carter.
For people who don't know how rec ball works, that's cheating.
Carter weren't out of county. He's from Pink Hill.
I'm sorry. Was there a Pink Hill team in the league, Timo? And even if there was, would you not argue that he should have been playing for Albertson?
I mean, if he decided to sign up for Chinkapin.
And let's not act like, MW wasn't a cop-out too.
Oh, Max.
Because that was...
He want to play for his uncle, man.
Come on, bro. You're killing me.
That's his uncle.
So that's just 2. There's still 13 kids on this roster.
Cody Whaley from Wallace.
Let me guess. His uncle's there too.
Nah.
My God. Just got a coaching staff full of uncles, huh? That's 3. What about the other 12 kids?
Chinkapin. Me and Larry. Well, Larry was like every other year.
So Chinkapin fielded 2 teams every year.
Mm-hmm. Not every, but most. I think everyone but one.
Most. There was the Warriors and there was the Indians. The Warriors were 50-0, and the Indians were probably 0-50.
The draft kind of went. Everybody kind of knew.
Yeah.
So you do the math on that. They had now in rec ball, right? In local leagues, you got guys that touch a 6, and you're like, whoa,
he's blowing him away.
What are we doing? Who is this guy?
Feeding him,
and why is he on trend? Right? They had 2 guys, not just touching a 6, throwing 65.
We had a guy.
What a 12-6.
The guy he got allegedly.
Hey, I just want to say, Deuce, if you're listening to this, your curveball was always better than Timo's.
Well, that's insane. That's insane.
You never made me fall like Colby made me fall. And he knew what he was doing, too. And I know this was not a J-Mob call.
This is ridiculous.
But I'm leading off. And, of course, me and Deuce, man, we always went at each other. But I'm leading off, and this dude rears back. I mean, we know Colby's wind up, especially when he was younger. It was real violent, right? It was real choppy.
Yeah.
He winds up, first pitch of the game, breaks it off. I was so, everybody was, even I was laughing, man. I was like,
wow.
I was a rec ball demon. But yeah, man, me and Bradley Whaley, we went at it real heavy in rec ball. Me and Deuce went at it
all time rec ball stories. Probably me getting off from the play.
Oh my god, Nolan, have we ever told you the story?
I don't think so.
This dude.
The only story y'all ever told me was
so this is when they were under Mark Marshburn.
Yeah.
And this is when I was on not the first Rangers team that had Adam and Ty. This is when Ty and Adam aged out. It was me.
No, Ty was still there.
No, because we were red. Ty was not there.
Okay. Ty wouldn't have been aged out. I'm older than Ty.
Yeah, that's right. This was.
I think I hit it off of Ty.
Hold on, no, it wasn't. It was off of
Adam.
What was it? It was off somebody, man. Anyway, we had a good team. We had a good team, and I'll explain why after. That's the reason why it doesn't need to be put on air. But none of y'all are gonna love this. But man, we're up 3-2. We have this is the Warriors. Now, granted, Carter aged
we were
out.
the Rays this year.
Oh, they were the Rays, but this is still the Chinkapin Warriors.
That's what happened.
This is still the Chinkapin Warriors. Carter had aged out.
Same core team, different coach.
Mm-hmm. Carter had aged out, whatever. This man... Oh, Timo's not here. Yeah, he's at a play. In Chinkapin. At Chinkapin School. 15 minutes away from Beulahville Rec Fields. I'm sure they probably made the drive in about 7 minutes. We played, 6-inning games?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This man, Timo, he's on the lineup card.
I can see where the story is going.
He's on the lineup card because they knew he was going to be there. They just didn't know when. Man's on the lineup card, so he's eligible to play. This dude is getting out of his car, the car, I assume is your mother's car. Mm-hmm. He's getting out of his mother's car, literally getting dressed, walking into the dugout, walks through the gate, into the dugout with his bag, grabs the first helmet he sees,
entirely too small of a helmet,
pulls his bat out of his bag
like this,
basically, yes.
And instantly gets on deck. Dude, his helmet is like stopping here, bro. The chin strap is screaming.
I think it was Cody's helmet. It was way too small.
It is 2-1.
You said it was 3-2.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, because one swing made it 3-2.
Oh, okay. As soon as you said that, like, Timo wasn't there, but you had that tone, I was like, oh, Timo's going to come in and hit a bomb.
With makeup on my face from the play, everything else. Straight off of there. I had the game against Albertson, I hit 3 out in one game.
Granted, Albertson played in the sandbox.
Yeah, they moved the fences in and cut off doubles. So it was like 190.
Yeah. So everybody just hit bombs.
That's the game, yeah. Funny story. With that same team, we lost to Albertson first game, 2-1. And, like, I stayed in the cage with Jeremy that night. He was upset because, like, we don't lose and we lost. So I stayed in the cage.
I didn't hit the desk. I was in the desk.
I stayed in the cage for 4 hours that night.
I'm going to kill him.
It's been 2 episodes since I've done it. Leave me alone.
I don't care. But, yeah, man. Playing rec ball is like, got Chinkapin this week. We'll see what happens. It was to the point that whenever that first year when we went and played, so the tournament was at Albertson, we went and played Chinkapin. Coach was like, the lineup's hitting backwards. Like, we knew we weren't going to, like, he was like, we're not going to win. So the lineup's hitting backwards.
My most messed up rec ball story was that so we were all in the dugout. I'm talking to like one of my teammates, and his mom didn't know it was his mom. Okay, I didn't know this was his mom. She's not paying attention to the game at all. We're chopping it up because I'm sure we were winning because we won a lot. But
yeah, it must be nice. I had to fight tooth and nail for every goddamn win.
Nah, man, the Leland Red Sox we're always on top. And so she goes, y'all need to pay attention to the game. I was like, whose bitch mom is that? To his face.
It was his mom.
I was 12.
Dude.
I was 12.
I've been in a dugout. This was in middle school, man. Dude strikes out at the plate. And this is
Wait. Let me finish. This dude goes and tells his mom I said that. Do you imagine Carrie Beth's face when she gets told that?
That's hilarious.
That was my ass.
That was beautiful. I bet that was fun.
I want to ask my mom about that.
I bet that hurt.
See if she remembers it.
So it was in middle school, man, and I was sitting on a bucket at the end of the dugout from like the entrance and exit. This dude strikes out. I'm sitting there, I'm watching the game, and then all of a sudden I just see a flash out the corner of my eye. And then a $400 brand new Mako bat comes flying behind me, smacks the fence on the other side onto my right. And then the next thing I know, my knee, I feel a sharp pain in my knee. Dude had threw his helmet across the fucking dugout. He had threw his helmet across the dugout and hit me in my knee.
Clips him.
I'll tell y'all who after, but yeah, man, man.
I remember in Dixie Boys, I almost cussed out one of the teammates' moms.
Jeez, bro, what is up with you,
dude? Okay, so first play of the game is this lefty dude. He never hits backside. So I'm standing at third, chilling. I'm like, he's not gonna hit it over here. I'm on my heels. I'm looking around, and all of a sudden the ball goes, just a piss missile through my legs, and I was like, well, nobody warned me about that.
Yeah.
And then she was like, what are you doing? And I said, I had to stop myself. I was so mad. I just went and I did that, like waved my hand at her.
Dude, rec ball was so fun, man.
I miss it.
So
I miss it so
fun.
much. This is the last time I was good at baseball.
I remember hitting my first bomb.
Brandon would say the same about me.
Hmm?
That's what Brandon would say the same about me.
What?
Talking about Pug saying this the last time he was good at baseball.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it was Dixie Boys.
Oh, B thing, man. But I remember hitting my first bomb, and my dad climbed, like, you know how we had the big backstop fences?
Mm-hmm.
My dad's feet were above the dugout. Like, he had just started scaling it. Yeah. There was, man, just crazy. Crazy. Me getting 30-foot leads off second base after the pitch.
I was about to say.
And then getting in rundowns just for shits and giggles. It's crazy, man. Out of all the talent we produced, we never, like, other than a few choice years, we never made any real noise in All-Stars. That's the crazy part.
Well, that's because we'd always get down there and draw Wes Robertson or
Yeah, that's Wes Robinson.
Wes Robinson and Dallas.
You know what's crazy? Those kids don't play in high school.
Well, whatever they're doing to them at 12.
Yeah, it's crazy. But they don't play in high school, man. That's the craziest thing, like, because, I don't know. But yeah, like, those kids get to high school and they just don't play. But yeah.
They probably burn out.
No, it's to do with, like, from what I understand, it's part of their culture. But that's just from what I've heard. I don't know for sure or not, but.
Are we getting into our top 10 offensive tackles?
Offensive linemen.
Offensive linemen.
Linemen. So, yes. So next week, we go back to defense, we're probably doing defensive line, I would assume. So that is any defensive tackles,
anybody with a
or
hand in the
defensive
dirt.
ends. Edges will be their own.
So
list.
I'm asking.
Mm-hmm.
Are we calling Miles Murphy an edge, or are we going to call him a? Because I think he's an edge, but he plays a 4-3 DN.
Miles Murphy is probably an edge.
So he's gonna have to wait.
Just asking.
Because
We're back to top 5. We just did top 10 with our O-line, and at least for me personally, and I don't think Sid did either. I assume Nolan didn't, as far as the comps.
yeah, no player comps.
For players, I'm not going to sit here. I mean, a lot of these guys might remind me of me in high school, but
Jesus,
John
man.
Schmidt's more like Timo Schmidt's.
exactly.
So I'm gonna go through my honorable mentions. It's kind of an extensive list, kind of, sort of. So my honorable mentions are Cedric Van Pran out of Georgia, Luke Whippler out of Ohio State, Jarrett Patterson out of Notre Dame, Cooper Beebe out of Kansas State or K-State. I'm really gonna neuter this name. Olusegun Oluwatimi out of Michigan. He won the Best O-Lineman Award for college. He's a center. And then Matthew Bergeron out of Syracuse. Those are my honorable mentions. Did y'all have any honorable mentions?
No, not even.
All right.
Getting 10
Who
was
do
enough.
we have at number 10?
I want to give it to my guy,
Who's your guy?
Cody Mauch.
Cody Mauch. No.
Darnell Wright.
Don't.
We literally went over this beforehand.
Did you really put him at 10?
Yeah, put him at
I thought you were trolling.
Why would you do that?
Trolling with Nolan.
Bro, what the fuck? 10?
Yeah.
Oh, it's cooked.
Losing all credibility.
I had Ricky Stromberg out of Arkansas.
He's not a real person.
He's a center
You're
that
getting
plays.
mad at me over Darnell Wright being 10? And Ricky's your 10?
Hold on.
Are you serious?
He's mad that he's so.
Who's your 10? I mean, where's Ricky at for you?
Not on the list.
That's what he's talking about.
So you're telling me that there are 9 offensive linemen better than Darnell Wright?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Honestly,
Oh my God.
truly, I just threw him at 10. I was tired
Jesus.
of making this.
So this is another week you've come
So
on
Darnell
prepared.
Wright almost missed
Hold
the
on,
list.
pause. Yield. This is another week you came unprepared. 2 in a row. 2 out of 4.
He put Cody.
2 out of 4.
He put Cody Mauch.
Hold on,
Cody Mauch is a better fit. Cody Mauch is closer to 10 than Darnell Wright is.
I like Cody Mauch's story.
Push off, Bucko. Move.
Look,
Listen, Cody Mauch came out as a 6'6", 221.
Cody
tight
Mauch could very well be a serviceable tackle
Guard.
in the NFL. Or guard. Regardless. He's got the athleticism to play tackle.
end. Light feet,
He just needs to get stronger. Truly.
more weight.
9.
No, we're not doing this. If you name one fucking offensive lineman that's worse than Darnell Wright, I may break your fucking neck.
I mean, that's going to be kind of. But he will. You'll have to.
You'll have to. There's not 9 offensive linemen in this draft better than Darnell Wright. There can't be.
All right.
It was a
Moving on.
it was a throw. It was a throw in.
A throw in.
A throw in.
So you almost missed the list.
So you gave Timo shit for being unprepared week 1 with linebackers.
Mhm.
Yet you've been unprepared 2 times in a row, and
I'm prepared. I didn't have one guy.
50% of the time.
Timo didn't have a list at all. I missed one
Unprepared
guy.
50% of the time.
Darnell almost missed the list. He got thrown in.
Oh shit! I forgot about Darnell Wright.
Throw him at 10.
Throw him at 10.
No, dude. It was cooked.
So tell me, hold on. Tell me before you just threw in Darnell Wright at 10. Did you just happen to forget that he made Will Anderson a non-factor when they played Alabama? So we're talking about a guy that's projected a top 3 pick.
It was cooked to start with. Okay, so listen. I would just look up big boards just to get like a database of names, right? And I'll just go down the list, watch a film, and then ranking them, right? So that's what I was doing. So I went to CBS Sports because it was the first one. Looked at big board. It was just eligible top players for the draft.
Let me guess. They went in alphabetical order. So Darnell Wright, his last name's what is it?
No, they don't show tackles on that because they have it. Listen. This was before. I already fixed the list. I already went back and fixed it. But so when it shows, so it has like an all tab. It has an all tab that shows just the top like 200 or some players. And then you go click on O-line. It doesn't say interior O-line. It's or offensive tackle. It says O-line. Clicked on it. Clicked O-line. It was all guards and centers. So I start going down the list.
Let me get this.
And then by the time I got to 2, when I got to
so you went 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and you realized there's not a single fucking tackle on this
I didn't
list.
know. I was like just going through watching those, like watching like Osiris and stuff like that, like watching the top.
All right, so my number
interiors.
9, I got Matthew Bergerson from Syracuse.
Bergeron. Matthew Bergeron.
Yeah, from Syracuse.
I can dig it. I got Andrew Voorhees out of USC. He's a guard. He was a 6-year senior, and in 6 years, he only allowed 11 sacks. 6'6", 320 out of USC. Ricky Stromberg, by the way, is 6'4", 320. He was the center for Arkansas, but Andrew Voorhees, guard, USC. Stromberg's grade, it's 4th round. Voorhees' grade, mid-3rd, mid-4. But, yeah, as a super senior, COVID year, eligibility, redshirt, he had 6 college seasons and only allowed 11 sacks.
But I got Steve Avila.
Out of
Northwestern. Or TCU. Was it TCU or Northwestern? It's TCU.
Yeah, it's Steve Avila. Yeah, out of TCU.
It's TCU.
So you this motherfucker has Steve Avila.
I don't even know the dude that Timo's name. Don't even know his name.
Bergeron?
Matthew Bergeron?
Yeah.
He's out of Syracuse. I literally had him in my honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Never heard his name before.
So he's got Steve Avila over... first, I just want to say he's over Matthew Bergeron, which, blasphemous. He's also over Darnell Wright, Timo.
This is where I put Darnell Wright, by the way.
8
year, yes.
I have DeJuan Jones.
I can see DeJuan Jones being biggin. Like
what at?
Yeah, biggin. Yeah.
For 8?
Ohio State, 6'8", 360.
I kind of rode the...
I got him as an early 3rd.
Yeah, I got DeJuan Jones.
We were talking about DeJuan Jones.
You got DeJuan Jones at 8?
Yeah.
See, DeJuan Jones was higher for me just because I fell in love with the potential, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's up to 5 for me just because of what he can be.
So he's
got probably a higher ceiling than some of these guys.
Yeah, here's my thing on him. He's more of a run package guy.
Yeah.
Minus athleticism, likely to get beat by the modern edges due to being slower. Maybe a guard, ? Even though that would be a massive guard and very hard to throw over. Mm-hmm. I feel like if he stepped in and played guard somewhere, it'd be lights out. Like, I feel like if he was to slide over and play guard, he would be maybe a Hall of Famer. Because that's the only thing holding him back at tackle is his athleticism, and you don't have to be that crazy of an athlete to play guard in reference to tackle.
Where did you put Darnell then? Because we both named Darnell.
So, I have John Michael Schmitz at 7.
Same.
I got Anton Harrison.
Okay. So
I feel better.
John Michael Schmitz is my 6.
Darnell Wright is my 6.
Okay. Do we want to talk about Darnell Wright since we've all mentioned?
Yeah. So Darnell Wright, tackle out of Tennessee, 6'6", 335. He only allowed 3 pressures in a senior season. Plays at a lower athleticism and strength, but makes up for it with technique. That's all I really had for Darnell. Played in the SEC. Played against some of the best defenses in the country. I mean, best defenses in the country. So. And he made Will Anderson a non-factor. And Will Anderson's a consensus top 5 pick right now. So that's a big thing for me. And then I had John Michael Schmitz at 7.
I had Anton Harrison at 7. Okay. Y'all both had him. John Michael Schmitz my 6, so 6'4", 320 from Mini.
Yep.
I got Schmitz at 7.
I had him late first, late second. Allowed 0 sacks and 14 pressures.
You think he'll be a late first?
Late first or late second. Yeah, he'll fall somewhere in there. Some team's going to need a center, and he's got one of the higher floors due to his football IQ. But my thing is,
I don't know if anybody's using a first on a center though.
Tyler Lindstrom.
I mean,
he had a decent season. Now this guy he's going to be 24 in March. That's my thing. But he allowed 0 sacks and 14 pressures in 6 seasons at Minnesota.
I love centers, so good for him.
So we already talked about Darnell Wright at 6. Nolan, who'd you have at 6?
Timo's gonna hate me. It's Peter Skronsky.
By the way, whenever he said I moved him up, Skoronski was at 7.
Skoronski was at 7, and then I was like,
I'm gonna move him up one spot.
I'm telling you, I'm not
Skoronski
seeing that. What this no like because you said earlier today you said Skoronski won.
Darnell Wright at 10.
I felt like that's crazy. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it.
To each their own. I mean, my seven. I had John Michael Schmitz here. Like I said, my 7 was on Anton Harrison.
Okay,
I like
Anton Harrison is my 3.
I use my 5.
My 5 is Broderick Jones out of Georgia.
My 5 was DeJuan Jones.
Okay.
My 4 is Broderick.
Okay, so we'll talk about Broderick. Tackle out of Georgia, 6'4", 315.
This is good because Broderick's my 4.
I got him as a late first, early second. 16 pressures allowed in 594 pass attempts at Georgia. So that's total pass attempts at Georgia, I assume. Wait, so your 6 is Peter Skoronski. We're going to get back to him. And you said Broderick Jones was your 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, Broderick Jones was my 4. Anton's my 5.
Anton's your 5?
Yeah.
Broderick's your 4?
Yeah.
Okay. My 4 is Osiris Torrance, guard out of Florida. 6'5", 350, mid to late first. Insane athlete for his size. Really going to be a day one starter for any team he gets drafted by. And at only 21 years old, you'll hear his name for a long time.
I had him at 3. Could have been
3.
2.
I have him at 2.
I have Anton Harrison at 3. Who do y'all have at 3?
Osiris.
I got Voorhees at 3.
Osiris Torrance.
He's got Andrew Voorhees at 3.
Andrew Voorhees is nice as shit. I saw everybody hating on him. He's nice.
He's got Andrew Voorhees at 3 over Peter Skoronski.
Did that brother crack my list?
Over Osiris Torrance.
But no, Osiris Torrance is 2 on my list.
Oh my god.
I'm telling you, Andrew Voorhees is in.
Nolan's either going to look like the smartest or dumbest person.
Like Nick Wright dumb. Straight ignorant. Anton Harrison, my 3, tackle out of Oklahoma, 6'6", 310. Had him as a mid to late first. He allowed only 9 pressures and 447 pass blocking attempts. And his only real thing he really needs to improve on is the run game.
Right.
So who was y'all's 2?
Paris Johnson.
Paris Johnson.
I have Osiris.
Paris Johnson, I believe, is a junior. Ohio State, 6'6", 315. I got him as a mid first. He's a prototypical NFL tackle, but he also has guard flexibility. His hands need work, but he's an elite prospect overall.
Exactly.
So my 1 was Nolan's 6.
My 1 was Nolan's 6.
Skoronski.
Who was your 1? Paris Johnson?
Yeah.
So was your 2.
Osiris.
So Peter Skoronski, tackle, Northwestern, 6'4", 315. I got him as an early first. NFL bloodline. His grandfather, Rob or Bob Skoronski, is in the Green Bay Packers Ring of Honor or Hall of Fame, whatever you want to call it. His father, Bob Skoronski Jr., started every game for 4 years at Yale and was all Ivy. Boasts guard ability and has the best hands and leverage in the class. 6 pressures and 497 pass blocking snaps. Hands down, best pass blocker in the class. Elite.
What he said. So what did you not see about Skoronski?
I don't know. Just his pass. I really didn't like his pass protection. He seemed to get bullied. Yeah, like everything that I saw, he would get bullied by guys, and he's an elite run blocker. He's elite in the run game.
So literally cock-ass opposite of what I just said.
What? I'm just saying. I'm not seeing the pass protection that you guys are. I'm not seeing
hands down, best pass blocker in the class.
If he got moved to guard, he'd be better.
He gave up
He'd
3.
be great.
He gave up 3 hurries, 2 QB hits, and 1 sack this past season.
I mean, you can call me crazy, but I mean,
oh, that's what I'm calling you.
He's not a good pass protector. He's an elite run blocker. 3 hurries, 2 hits, 1 sack in 15 games.
I'm saying he might be producing, but I think he'd be better just to move to guard.
In 12 games, so 881 snaps.
Oh, you're only going to hit him, what is that,
0.881 divided by 3. Wait.
I'm talking about sacks in general. QB hit's not a sack to me.
Wait.
It's just you're gonna sack him almost 1 in 1,000.
That's the percent chance you got to hit the quarterback.
0.3% chance to hit the quarterback.
That's not.
Jesus Christ!
Oh my God, man.
We'll fix it in post.
No, we won't. We're not.
I know.
I mean, I'm fine being a leper. I'm fine being a leper. I think.
At least I'll give it a no.
I think
He's
he should move to
confident.
guard.
He's confident in where he stands.
I think he should move to guard.
You understand if he moved to guard, it would still be an elite pass blocker.
But he wouldn't have to go against Myles Garrett and T.J. Watt.
So what did he get bullied by? What was it? Speed? Was it strength? What was it? Strength.
He was just like if it was a rep where he wasn't run blocking, which he was fucking great at. He was getting shoved back. He was getting shoved into the quarterback, and I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this?
Was it the 3 times that you've seen?
I mean,
It's just it's just funny to me, Nolan. I'm just
Hands down, best pass blocker in the class.
Nolan just didn't check out on Nolan's list.
Must have been watching that Bob Skoronski film.
His dad was a Hall of Famer.
No, his grandfather was. His grandfather's in the Packers Hall of Fame because he won 5 NFL championships before the Super Bowl was a thing, and then won 2 Super Bowls with the Packers. He's got the same amount of rings as Tom Brady. That's all I'm saying.
Who's the real GOAT here?
Exactly. Wow. I'm going to talk about being caught off guard.
Man.
Andrew Voorhees is 3 spots better than Peter Skoronski.
I don't know why you're hating on Andrew Voorhees.
I'm not hating on Andrew Voorhees. He literally made my top 10.
I didn't have brother on the list.
That's hate.
But having Peter Skoronski 6 is not hating.
The Darnell
When he started 7 and you got peer pressured into moving him up an entire spot.
I didn't get peer pressured. I did not get peer pressured.
And then Darnell Wright at 10, that's not hating.
Darnell Wright.
After he made Will Anderson look like a child.
Darnell
Will
Wright
fucking Anderson.
Just the fact that he got thrown in.
Hey, Darnell, just, you know that game of your life where you shut down the best perceived edge rusher in this class?
2 words.
You remember that game where you did that and he did absolutely nothing? You made him look like a child? Yeah, go ahead. Do me a favor. Ball that up. Throw it right out the fucking window. Yeah, there's 9 better than you. And one of them's Andrew fucking Voorhees.
We'll see.
I mean,
People, we think.
Jesus Christ.
Any buy
I'm glad you're laughing.
Buy sell Wolpower. We're
You said
all.
what?
I'm glad you're getting your laughing.
We're
It's
all.
fucking hilarious.
We're all collectively selling Rob Manfred.
Hey, he gets bullied in pass protection, but he only allowed the quarterback to get hit 3 times all year.
3%. Wait, no, it's 0.03%.
And I assume this quarterback doesn't have very much pocket awareness if he's going to Northwestern.
With all this being said, thank you guys for tuning in for another episode.
You guys can eat my nuts.
Peace.